just about set for football now at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. Tonight, a good one in the NFC. It's the Detroit Lions and the Super Bowl champion, Philadelphia Eagles. He'll start at the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. He'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. And what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On play action, here's Jackson. He takes off. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
Now the first carry for the Alabama speedster, Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll be hauled down and about the 35-yard line. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
Ball on the 27. Here's second down and 2. One of the tight ends motions right. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. A gain of 11 on that one. First down, Detroit.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Off the play fake, Jackson. This one caught just past the pylon. Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Nothing is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Now return coming from the 7. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Once again, it's Barkley. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
Jeffrey Simmons.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Burrows from out of the gun here on 3rd down. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. 15 yards through the air. Good for an Eagles first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
We spent so much time, Mike, talking about these defensive backs and their ability in pass coverage, but when you also have a defensive back that can make plays in the run game, especially behind the line of scrimmage, man, those guys are just so hard to find. That was a heck of a job here by this guy.
That's complete to his big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
The gain of 8 makes it 3rd and 3.
So we are through 1 on Monday Night Primetime. 7-0 is our score. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Eagles in possession to start the 2nd quarter. 3rd down, 3 to go, as we are ready to get back underway. That's caught Saquon Barkley. And he's very close to a first down, out of bounds right at the marker. Spot is just a little short, so it is 4th down.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Open man, A.J. Brown's got it. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down.
Offensively, landing a lot of body blows on this drive, Mike. Just the ability to steadily march the ball downfield and remain so efficient, both run and pass. As they continue to wear this defense out, they have to find a way to end this drive with points. Anything short of that would be a bit of a letdown.
And he'll get forward for about a yard. Christian Gonzalez comes in for the tackle.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Play action now. It's Burrow. That's right side. He's got to count to Terra. He'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. To the outside, catch made by Brown. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
This has been a really impressive drive, Mike, really from the start. And this is something defenses want to force offenses to do. Methodically work their way down the field. But they've been highly efficient, and now they get another first down.
That's Goedert in motion. Here's the first carry for Tank Bigsby. He'll try to push forward. He'll wind up getting 3 yards with that one. Brian Grant in on the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 25, here's second down and 6. On the ground, this is Barkley. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? And he cannot get away, brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. On fourth down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This is going to be from 53 yards out. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles are on the board just before halftime.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. This taken at the 5. Now an opening past the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. The Lions offense ready to get going with their second possession. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. The shotgun, here's Jackson. That finds Nacua downfield, complete. And he will go all the way. Puka Nacua, touchdown Lions. Here's Bates for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions extend their advantage to 14-3.
Eagles 3.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Devontae Smith there to return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They trail now 14-3, so an 11-point deficit as they start things out with 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Burrow. That'll be caught left side. It's Goddard. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. 13 yards to start that drive. And a quick first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points.
And he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line. So the Eagles use their first time out here. And they'll have a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Throwing is Burrow. That's caught left side by Goddard.
As a route runner, once you identify zone coverage like they were playing here, the key is find open space and stay in it. He did a nice job here because that was not a big hole. Quarterback had to put a little extra on that one, and they were able to make the completion.
Here's 2nd and 2. Burrow. That's over the middle and caught by Smith. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Philadelphia.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down and take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the second quarter.
Now it's 2nd and 1. Here's a handoff to Barkley. Tough running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen. And not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2. But it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense. Well, it's probably one of the most used cliches in football, but I think this is probably the appropriate use of missed opportunity. I mean, he's open in the end zone. All he has to do now is catch it. So that's a play they're going to look back on at the end of this game and say, man, we let that one slip away.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Eagles cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
Really impressive way to close out this first half. I mean, you think about it, Mike, they come away with points. They leave virtually no time remaining for their opponent to possess the ball. And on top of that, they get the ball first coming out of the break. So they'll get a chance here to double up points if they can have a good opening possession of the second half.
So 2 seconds left to play, and the kick's away. And he will sit on it here in the end zone for a touchback. The Lions offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. A tight end in motion now. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. The deficit is 8 as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Now, Burrow. He's got his tight end, Goddard, working the middle of the field. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line. That's good. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
And he'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 11. Good for an Eagles first down.
Mike, the old adage, you run to set up the pass. This modern offense nowadays, we're starting to see that flipped upside down on its head. Typically, the success of the passing game is what allows teams to have success like this in the run game.
Now Burrow going to do this himself. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out.
A fumble on the play. Recovered by the Lions.
They'll start this one on the ground with Gibbs. His defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
Jackson now on second down. Right side, it's Laporta, the tight end. And he's going to be taken down at the 30-yard line. That one good for 26 yards.
Pre-snap, the quarterback loved that man matchup on his tight end, and a crossing route is a great man coverage beater. He's able to run away from the coverage, run to the far side of the field to a bunch of open grass. Ball's on target. Nice pickup.
Play action now. Jackson. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down.
And the Lions going to be set up with first and goal. Pass play moves them down to the 1.
This has been a really good drive so far, but what I really like, Mike, is they're down here in the red zone, and they continue to attack. Now, not quite a touchdown, but with first and goal, this defense certainly has their back against the ropes.
And he's not going to get in. In fact, he'll lose yardage. They push him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage. And that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
That is caught by the tight end, Sam Laporta. Touchdown, Detroit. He's got another one. His second touchdown of the evening. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
So after the touchdown, it's Bates to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll try to establish some tempo. They start this one with 1st and 10. Barkley to start the drive. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. If he gets a yard out of that one, it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 33-yard line.
To throw is Burrow. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And he'll be stopped short of a 1st down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
A fair catch called for and made, but hold everything. There's a flag backed by the kicker. It may very well give him new life. First and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Burrow. He'll get that out to Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds here. That's only a gain of a yard.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. That'll be a first down. A gain of 10.
First down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So we are through 3. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. First and 10 now from the 36. Now, Burrow. A short throw taken in by Goddard. He's close to a first down. To gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's second and a yard. That's Goddard in motion. On the handoff, this is Barkley. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line.
Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going on the ground. And a big reason they find themselves trailing, and another loss of yards.
Here now, third and 5. Burrow to throw. Now a screen set up for Barkley.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. Back to throw, Burrow. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. And he's going to have the Eagles first down as this defense can't come up with the play they needed. They surrender a gain of 17 on fourth down. Here's Burrow. Oh, a loose football. But it looks like the Eagles are able to corral him, so Philly will retain possession.
They should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
Second down, Burrow. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
This is a really nice job of just finding a hole in coverage, Mike. And I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage. And it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
He gets that to Brown. And he is very close to the first down, but high ball, he is shy of it. They say it's 4th and inches.
As a play caller, those are the plays that just drive you crazy, Mike. You think you're going to pick up the first down, you get tackled just shy of the sticks, and now a little bit of a gamble here on 4th down.
That one caught. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles. So they get the touchdown, and now it is a 9-point game. Greg, you can go for 1 and make it a 1-possession game. Or some people think about going for 2 here. What would you do?
I think I'm going for 2, Mike. Listen, the way you have to look at it is I need a 2-point conversion at some point. But I want to know now, am I down truly 2 scores, or am I able to get it down to 7 and truly make it a 1 score? So I'm going for 2 now, and I want to know what the rest of this game looks like. How many possessions do I need?
So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a 1-score game as they kick it away. Safe kick taken at the 5. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. They'll send a tight end in motion. On the ground to start, they give it to Gibbs. And they'll be set up now. Past the 40 with that one. So the Eagles will use their first time out here. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Lions.
From the gun, Jackson. That's over the middle, but it's incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
On play action, here's Jackson. Dua snags it over the middle. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. And quickly, the clock stops again. Defense taking the timeout. $1:54 to go.
It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Tight end, the motion man to the right. Once again, it's Gibbs. With good blocking leading the way, he's got the first down inside the 25. And now we get a timeout by the defense. So the clock stops with 1:50 left in the game.
First down, Detroit.
Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. They proved much the best in this one. Get a solid performance in all 3 phases of the game and ride that to victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. From Philadelphia, good night.